Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 106. In this video, I will be explain packing efficiency in simple cubic lattice. You already know about simple cubic lattice. Simple cubic lattice, that is means the atoms are located only on the corners of the cube. Okay, so on the corners constituent particles are present, so it is lattice known as simple cubic lattice. Okay, so the particles touch each other along the edge. So the edge length or side of the cube, let's we have to edge length cube A. So radius of the each particle small r related as small a is equal to 2r, because corner particles touch each together. So 2 of circle radius, so a is small a is equal to 2r. The volume of the cubic unit cell is equal to a cube, and a value is 2r. So 2r cube, so is equal to 8r cube. Okay, since a simple cubic unit cell contains only one atom, so volume of the occupied space according to the occupied space volume, you already know about this formula, 4 by 3 pi r cube. So see the diagram. This is the simple cubic unit cell. The sphere are in the contact with each other along the edge of the cube. Okay, so like this is the A sphere and this is the H sphere. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, then backside F, G, H. Okay, H, this is the corners of the cube, and two spheres touch each other. Okay, so each other, so packing efficiency find for this cube. So volume of one atom upon volume of cubic unit cell. Volume of one atom divided by volume of cubic unit cell into 100. Okay, so one atom volume formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of cubic unit cell, this one, this way. Okay, this r and this r, 2r, small a is equal to 2r. So according to the a cube, so is equal to 2r cube. So that is means 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8r cube. Okay, so 8r cube into 100. So r cube cancel. Okay, and then calculate pi by 6 is into 100, and pi value is equal to 3.14. Okay, so 3.14 and divide by 6 multiply 100. So this value come 52.36% and approximate 52.4%. So we have to get this value. So we may conclude that CCP and HCP structure have maximum packing efficiency. Okay, CCP and HCP structure have maximum packing efficiency. Clear? Then after, next topic is calculation involving unit cell dimension. But before again I explaining unit cell dimension, okay, I have to say Avogadro constant. Okay, you already known about packing efficiency in HCP and CCP structure. We have to find how many percentage? 74%. HCP and CCP structure. Packing efficiency in body centered, we have to find 68%, and packing efficiency in simple cubic lattice 74%. So unit cell dimension, from unit cell dimension, it is possible to calculate the volume of the unit cell and knowing the density of the metal. So we can calculate the mass of the atoms in a unit cell. So the determination of the mass of a single atom, okay, the determination of the mass of a single atom gives an accurate method of determination of Avogadro constant. The determination of the mass of a single atom gives an accurate method of determination of Avogadro constant. Okay, determination of the mass of the single atoms gives an accurate method of determination of Avogadro constant. So suppose edge length of unit cell in cubic crystal determined by X-ray diffraction. So let's edge length is a, small a, and density is small d. Molar mass capital M, so cubic crystal, volume of the unit cell A cube. So mass of the unit cell, number of atoms in unit cell multiply mass of each atom. So number of atoms in unit cell small z and mass of each atom small m. Okay, mass of the unit cell calculate by this formula. number of atoms in unit cell into mass of each atom. So number of atoms, that is means how many atoms present in unit cell. Small z denoted by small z, and mass of each atom is small m. Z is the number of the atoms present in one unit cell, and small is the mass of the single atom. So we have to find capital M, mass of the unit cell. Okay. Then after small m determined by this formula, mass of an atom present in the unit cell, small m is equal to capital M upon divide by capital Na. Okay, capital M is a molar mass. Okay, then density determined by this formula, density D is equal to small m upon divide by capital V. D density of the unit cell, and is mass of the unit cell, and capital V volume of unit cell. Okay, so mass of the unit cell, upper side we have to denote it by number of atoms in unit cell in mass of each atom, Z into M. So put the value, mass of unit cell Z into M, and volume of the unit cell A cube. So Z into M upon A cube, and small m value is this one, capital M up divide by Na. So put the value small m value, capital M upon divide by Na. Okay, so Zm A cube Na. This is the formula of density. Okay, clear? Again I say volume of unit cell A cube. So mass of the unit cell capital M, number of the atoms in unit cell Z, and mass of each atom, so Z into M. So then mass of an atom small m find by this formula, capital M upon Na. M is molar mass. So density of the unit cell small m upon capital V. So small m upon capital M upon Na. Okay, so Zm upon A cube Na. This is the density. Okay, so the density of the unit cell is the same as the density of the substance. Okay, and density of the solid can always be determined by the other method. Out of 5 parameters, small d, small z, capital M, small a, and Na, if any 4 are known, so we can determine the 5th. Okay, so the density of the solid can always be determined by other method, but out of 5 parameters, okay, out of 5 parameters, small d, z, capital M, small a, Na, if any 4 known, so we can determine the 5th. Okay, clear? So this is calculation involving unit cell dimension. Okay, clear? So example 1.3, based on this question, an element has a body centered cubic, that is means BCC structure, with a cell edge of the 288 picometer. Then the density of the element is 7.2 gram per centimeter cube. How many atoms are present in 208 gram of the element? Okay, so how many atoms? But before the finding the atoms, we have to find volume of the unit cell. And volume of the unit cell formula is A cube, and A's length given 288 picometer. So 288 picometer power cube, and picometer convert into the meter, 10 raised to power minus 12, multiply. Okay, then in convert into the centimeter, so value is 2.39 into 10 raised to power minus 23 centimeter cube. Then first we find the volume of the unit cell, then we have to find volume of the element. Okay, so volume of the element. So volume of the element formula is capital V is equal to small m upon d. Okay, because d is equal to small m upon capital V. So volume we have to find by this formula, capital V is equal to small m upon d. M value given 208 gram. Density also given 7.2 gram. Okay, per centimeter cube. So calculate, so 28.88 centimeters cube. So then after number of the unit cell in this volume, number of the unit cell in the volume, small n is equal to number of the unit cell of the, so Jm, so number of the unit cell in this volume, so element, okay, upper side number of elements. So number of elements we have to find 28.88. So put the value, then divide by volume of the unit cell. So 2.39 into 10 to the power minus 23. So calculate. So this question, this answer is came 12.08 into 10 to the power 23 unit cell. Okay, but each BCC centered unit cell, cubic unit cell. So BCC only for contain 2 atoms. So the total number of atoms in 208 gram is equal to 2 into this value. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, clear? Then example 1.4. X-ray diffraction studies show that copper crystallizes in FCC unit cell with cell as of 3.608 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. In a separate experiment, copper is determined to have a density of 8.92 gram per centimeter cube. So calculate the atomic mass of the copper. Okay, so you already known as here given which structure? FCC, phase centered cubic unit cell. And phase centered cubic unit cell, all the phase, number of atoms per unit cell 4 atom. Okay, so formula of the mass dNa A cube upon Z. You already find Zm upon A cube Na. Okay, so capital M by this formula density. So small d, here small d given. Okay, so capital M, find out the formula of capital M from this formula. So capital M outside, so d A cube Na upon small z. Okay, so small d value given 8.92, Na Avogadro number, small a given 3.608 into 10 to the power minus 8 cube upon how many Z is number of atoms, and in FCC how many atoms? 4 atoms. So divide. So atomic mass of the copper came 63.1 nu. Clear? But only for you learn formula. Okay. Then next example 1.5. Same density find. Okay, in this question. So you self done. Yes, next topic is imperfection of in solid. Imperfection in solid, that is means any defect create in the solid. Okay, so that is means crystal defected. Okay, so crystalline solid, two types of solid, crystalline and amorphous. Okay, but here discuss about crystalline. So crystalline solid have short range as well as long range order in the arrangement. Okay, of their constituent particles. So crystals are not perfect because arrangement are not different, so arrangement are not in order, so that is means crystal are not perfect. So usually a solid consists of an aggregate of large molecule number of small crystal. Okay, and these small crystal have defect in them. Okay, this happens when crystallization process occurs at fast or moderate rate, so that is means defect created. Okay, clear? So a solid consists of an aggregate, that is means group of large number of molecules. So small crystals, and these small crystals have defect in them. So this happen when crystallization process occur at fast, otherwise moderate rate. So this defect is happen. Okay, like single crystal are formed when the process of crystallization occurs at extremely slow rate. Okay, and even these crystals are not free of defect. Clear? The defects are basically irregularities in the arrangement of the constituent particles. Broadly speaking, the defects are of two types. Okay, broadly speaking, the defects are of two types, namely first is point defect and second one is line defect. Clear? Normally I have to say normal whenever crystal are arranged in the range way. Okay, short range as well as long range order. Okay, so in the arrangement of their constituent particles, so long range and otherwise short range, so crystal are not perfect, and solid consists of the large number of molecules. Okay, and small crystals. Okay, and these small crystals have defect in them. Okay, but it is happen whenever crystallization process occurs at fast, otherwise moderate rate. Okay, so single crystal are formed when the process of the crystallization occurs at extremely slow rate. So even these crystals are not free of defect. Clear? So defects are basically irregularities in the arrangement of the constituent particles. So we have to say defect are two types: point defect and line defect. What is the difference between the point defect and the line defect? Point defect are the irregularities or deviation from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in the crystalline substance. Okay, point defect are the irregularities or deviation from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance, whereas line defect are the irregularities or deviation from ideal arrangement in entire row of lattice point. Okay, that is a point around of the points. Okay, defect create, so point defect. Line wise defect create, so line defect. Okay, so point defects are the irregularities or deviation from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. Lines defect are the irregularities or deviation from ideal arrangement in entire row of lattice points. So these irregularities are called crystal defect. Okay, so there are two types of crystal defect: point defect and line defect. So these irregularities considered as a crystal defect. Okay, so first we have to discuss about point defect. Clear? So again I say define point defect are the irregularities. Irregularity also we have to say deviation from the ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. Okay, so we have to start types of the point defect. See, point defect are classified into three types. First one is stoichiometric defect, second one is impurities defect, and third one is non-stoichiometric defect. Okay, stoichiometric, impurities, and non-stoichiometric. Okay, so first we have to study about stoichiometric defect. Okay, so stoichiometric defects. What is a stoichiometric defect? These are point defect. So these are point defect and that do not disturb the stoichiometric of the solid. Okay, stoichiometric defect. These are the point defect and that do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. And they are also called intrinsic or thermodynamic defect. Okay, thermodynamic, intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. So stoichiometric defects, these are point defects which they do not disturb the stoichiometric of the solid, so they are also called intrinsic, otherwise thermodynamic defects. So basically these are also two types: vacancy defect and interstitial defect. Okay, vacancy defect and interstitial defect. So here you see, this is the vacancy defect. Okay, vacancy defect, that is means when some of the lattice site are vacant. Okay, when this is the crystal way. Okay, see, point wise arrange. So these are point defect and do not disturb the stoichiometry. Only for here you see vacancy create. Okay, so when some of the lattice sites are vacant, so this crystal is said to the vacancy, said to have vacancy defect. Okay, so whenever here you see 4 molecule, but here after vacancy here only 3 molecules, so that is means its density decrease increase. This result in decrease in density. Okay, so this result in decrease in density of the substance. Okay, and this defect can also develop when a substance is heated. So vacancy defect, so some of the lattice sites are vacant and the crystal is said to have vacancy defect. So this results in decrease in density of the substance. This defect can also develop when a substance is heated. That is means whenever any crystals we have to heat it, then this defect is created. So this defect is known as vacancy defected, and due to this defect crystal's density decrease. Then second one is interstitial defect. interstitial defect. See, arrangement here points wise, this line, this line, this line. Okay, so vacancy interstitial defect when the some constituent particles occupy, see, when some constituent particles occupy on interstitial site. Okay, this is constituent particles, this constituent particles, this constituent particles. So that is means these are point defect and do not disturb the stoichiometry of solid. Okay, so this is they are also called intrinsic or thermodynamic defect. But when okay, some constituent particles occupy on interstitial site. See, this is the vacant space here. Okay, interstitial space. So here interstitial space. So here some constituent particles occupy an interstitial site. Okay, so here is interstitial site cover, here interstitial site cover. So this crystal is said to have interstitial defect. Clear? And here increase the constituent particles. So that is means this defect increase the density of the substance. Okay. So when some constituent particles occupy an interstitial site and the crystal is said to have interstitial defect, this defect increase the density of the substance. Clear? So vacancy and interstitial defect as explained above can be shown by non-ionic solid. Okay? Clear? Non-ionic solid. Ionic solid must have maintained electrical neutrality, okay, rather than simple vacancy or interstitial defect. Clear? So they show these defect as Frankel, otherwise Schottky defect. Okay, so two defect also created due to the vacancy and interstitial defect. So vacancy and interstitial defect only for explained by non-ionic solid, and ionic solid must always maintain electrical neutrality. So then simple vacancy or interstitial defect, they show these defect as Frankel and Schottky defect. So let us start. So first vacancy, then interstitial. So third one is Frankel defect. Okay, here you see Frankel third and then fourth Schottky defect. Okay, see this difference, Frankel and Schottky. Frankel defect, you see this defect is shown by ionic solid. Okay, vacancy and interstitial defect explained by shown by non-ionic solid, but Frankel and Schottky defect represent by explained by ionic solid. Okay, clear? Vacancy and interstitial defect explained shown by non-ionic solid, but Frankel and Schottky defect explained by ionic solid. Okay, so here you see Frankel defect. This defect is shown by ionic solid. Here you see the smaller ion, cationic, usually cationic, is dislocated from its normal site. Okay, normal site to at an interstitial site. Okay, clear? So it creates a vacancy defect at its original site and an interstitial defect at its new location. See, here you see interstitial site, smaller ion, usually cation, dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. So here you see interstitial site, cation are present, right? This is the sequence wise. Okay, so here we vacant and then cation is dislocated from its normal site and then interstitial defect at its new location. So new location, cation is located. Okay, so Frankel defect is also called dislocation defect. Okay, it does not change the density of the solid because one side cation dislocate and other new location in interstitial space it is located. Okay, so Frankel defect is also called dislocation defect. Okay, so it does not change the density of the solid. Clear? And Frankel defect is shown by ionic substance and in which there is a large difference in the size of the ion. okay, shown by the ionic substance, and in which there is a large difference in the size of the ions. Example like zinc sulfide, AgCl, AgBr and AgI, due to the small size of zinc plus 2 ion and Ag plus ion. Okay. Then second one is Schottky defect. Schottky defect, here you see. Okay, Schottky defect, it is a basically vacancy defect in ionic solid. Okay, basically defect in ionic solid. In order to maintain electrical neutrality, the number of missing cations and anions. Here you see between the anion, cation missing, and here between the cation, anion missing. So cation and anion both are missing, so that is means maintain the electrical neutrality. Okay, so basically this is the vacancy defect. Okay, but it is present only in ionic solid. Okay, so it's short, that is means both are cation and anion both are vacant, so missing, so it is known as Schottky defect. Okay, so like simple vacancy defect, Schottky defect also decrease the Schottky defect also decrease the density of the substance, because cation and anion both are missing, so that is means density it's decrease. Okay, so number of such defect in ionic solid is quite significant. Example, in NaCl there are approximately, okay, see here you see NaCl, this is the NaCl, so both cationic between, here you see Cl minus. Okay, so this type of Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, so between the cation one anion absent and between the anion one cation are absent. Okay, so that is means example are in NaCl there are approximately 10⁶ Schottky pairs per centimeter cube at room temperature. Okay, in NaCl there are approximately 10⁶ Schottky pairs per centimeter cube at room temperature. So in 1 centimeter cube there are about 10⁻22 ions. Okay, so there is one Schottky defect per 10⁻16 ions. Clear? And this defect only shown by ionic substance, and in which the cation and anion are of almost similar size. Example NaCl, KCl, cesium chloride, AgBr. So it is be noted AgBr showed both, so Frankel as well as Schottky defect also. Okay, so Frankel defect as well as Schottky defect. Okay, so AgBr, one example, only one example which represent both defect, Frankel and Schottky defect. Okay, so vacancy defect, and second is interstitial defect, third is Frankel defect, and fourth is Schottky defect. Okay, so there are 4 types of defect. Okay, stoichiometric defect. So again I say point defect can be classified into 3 types. First is a stoichiometric defect, second one impurities defect, and third one is non-stoichiometric defect. Okay, so stoichiometric defect are 4 types: vacancy defect, second one interstitial defect, third one is Frankel defect, and fourth is Schottky defect. So vacancy defect, that is means some lattice points are sites are vacant, so this crystal is said to have vacancy defect. Okay, and crystal lattice are absent, so that is means density of the substance is decreased. Clear? Okay, but this vacancy defect when create whenever substance is heated. Second one is interstitial defect. Okay, interstitial defect, that is means some constituent particles occupy an interstitial site. So this crystal is said to have interstitial defect. Okay, see in the diagram, this is the crystal lattice point. Okay, and here in interstitial space, interstitial particles, okay, interstitial constant particles occupy an interstitial site, so it is said interstitial defect. Okay, so increase the constant particles, so that is means this defect increase the density of the substance. Clear? Then vacancy and interstitial defect are explained, can be shown by non-ionic solid. Okay, but next one, Some ionic solid must always maintain electrical neutrality. Okay, so rather than simple vacancy or interstitial defect, they show these defects as Frankel and Schottky. Okay, so here you see Frankel shown by ionic solid. Okay, and the small ionic solid shown by ionic solid, and the smaller ion, usually cation, dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. So vacancy defect at its original site and an interstitial defect at its new location. Okay, so cation dislocated, so this effect is known as dislocation defect. Okay, but does not change the density of the solid because only 4 cation change its place. Okay, so no changes in density. Example is zinc sulfide, AgCl, AgBr, AgI, due to the small size of zinc plus 2 and Ag plus ion. Okay, so here you see cation change dislocated and interstitial space located. So this defect is known as Frankel defect. Second one is Schottky. Schottky, it is basically vacancy defect in ionic solid, and in order to maintain electrical neutrality, so the number of missing cation and anion. So between the anion cation missing and between the cation anion missing. So both are missing. So that is means electrical neutrality create. Example, in NaCl there are approximately 10⁶ Schottky pairs per centimeter cube at room temperature. So in 1 centimeter cube there are about 10⁻22 ions. So there is one Schottky defect per 10⁻16 ion, and this defect is shown by ionic substance in which the cation and anion are of almost similar size. So for example, NaCl, KCl, cesium chloride, AgBr. So it be noted that AgBr show both Frankel as well as Schottky defect. So AgBr is one of the example. It is represent both Schottky defect, Schottky and Frankel. Okay, so next one remain impurity defect and non-stoichiometric defect. I will be explaining in next video. Thank you so much.